I mean, some people have a thing about, you know, they really don't.
The smoking Wilburys.
Right. I love those shoes so much.
Yeah, the new Wilbury boots that we're going to merchandise. They're really good, aren't they?
They're great. I mean,
you know, the best thing about them is they give you corns on your toes within 5 minutes of having them.
I'm actually rolling, by the way.
Oh.
Just
rolling. Okay.
You don't have to.
Hold on.
I'd like to just say hi to all those Beatle people out there, and thank you for buying our Christmas record. And,
are you a happy camper, or are you...
I just like to... Are you rolling? Are you rolling?
A compressor kicking in?
Are you rolling?
Where is that compressor? He is rolling.
I'd just like to say that I'm absolutely disgusted with the way they're chopping down the rainforests on this planet to feed hamburgers, to grow hamburgers on.
Here.
I'm disgusted with it, and you can do all your showbiz nonsense that you like, but the ozone layers and the rainforests is very important. So stop eating hamburgers, get veggie burgers, and let's have some oxygen. Right.
Oxygen, sir. Oxygen's arrived.
Well,
What are we doing? Right.
okay. You tell me when you have speed.
Real nice and sweet and kind.
Okay, now we're rolling.
Serious stuff.
Now we're really going to get serious, guys.
Okay.
Let's talk about this video to start off, end of the line. What's happening here today with you guys chugging away in the train, the whole idea?
Chugging right along.
Making a video. Yet another pop video.
It's like a continuation of the first.
Sort of, yes. Now we're on the train, chugging along, doing the next song.
Whose idea was this, to make it a continuation?
Yeah, Jeff's idea.
Well, that's my idea, actually. Silly thing. No, it wasn't. It was George's. Or was it Bob's?
Yeah, I think it was Bob's idea.
It's a good idea, anyway.
Bob,
It really
yeah.
goes nice. It's nice.
Bob can't be with us on this interview because he's outside the door. You know, he can't sort of get through the door. So he's decided that we should be spokesman for him. But he did think of this idea, particularly the idea where we go through the tunnel on the train.
Yeah, it's all Bob.
Who is directing this video? Is it the same director?
Willie Smacks?
And that's the same person as before?
No. Willie did one. He's worked with Dave Stewart a lot and done a lot of stuff in England. And he did the Got My Mind Set on You. He did that one for me. Not the one in the chair with the funny house, but the one where the little girl with the nice bum, you know that one.
Falls through the machine.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that one. Is that coming through, that typing?
That's not offensive. No.
Hey, Clyde.
Can you hear it? Yeah, could we, do you think we could, is there any way we could get that typing to stop?
Doing pretty good so
The
far.
typing to stop?
It doesn't matter. People do actually type in the
In
world.
video shoots. No, I know.
Like payroll checks being typed.
Yeah, right.
This is live. We're on the set here.
Okay.
There's people typing. There's
All
people, you know,
All right, then we'll keep
compressing
rolling.
things.
Let's talk about the theme of the video. I mean,
The theme.
is there a...
Yes.
Let's get real serious here. No, I mean, is there... end of the line...
It's a very optimistic song. So therefore we decided, even though Roy died, Roy was an optimist too. And I think I speak for all the Wilburys when I say that Roy would have liked us to have continued to do the end of the line. You know, it's a very optimistic song, and that's really all there is to it.
Was there any debate among the four of you as to whether or not you would do another video?
No, we never talk to each other, except in videos, on the videos.
That's right.
Yeah.
You just show up and then you say...
Yeah, just interviews is the only time we meet and talk.
So the decision to, you know, come here, do it now, I know originally it was intended to be done in London, correct, last week? I mean, obviously that had to change. What made you say, let's do it in L.A., let's do it now, let's not wait 2 weeks?
Because we're all going to be here. Basically, you have to grab the Wilburys when you can.
It's kind of hard to grab the Wilburys.
It is,
Ever been grabbed by the Wilburys?
Very elusive.
The elusive Wilburys.
That's right.
Do you feel like, I was told originally, and now watching you making the video, I don't think that was quite accurate, that this was going to be, quote-unquote, a tribute to Roy. Do you feel like, though there's, in a certain sense, a dedication, I mean, more inside yourselves, that this video is a tribute to Roy? Was the choice of this as the second single having to do with that?
I think whatever song we were doing, we'd do whichever one is going to be the next single, but, I mean, I think a tribute to Roy is something you feel to yourself, really, or to ourselves. I mean, we love Roy, we still do, and he's out there, really. His spirit, you know, life flows on within you and without you, and he's around, you know, in his astral body. He'll be cool.
I'd like to say that Roy was one of the nicest people I ever met, and he was the best singer ever, so it's a real loss to the Wilburys, I might say, and to the world, really.
What do you think his impact was on music? I mean, all of you really grew up listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
You're all one generation behind. George is raising his eyebrows. You did?
Yeah, I was just smiling because I was just thinking that what Bob said, they won't use any of this, they'll edit it all down, they'll only use one sentence anyway. I was just thinking as you go on and elaborate and we talk about 100 things and it ends up on the show, oh, they are the Wilburys, blah, blah, blah. Well, I've missed them.
No, we'll make sure that a lot gets used. I think a lot will get used. I'll try anyway.
No, Roy was just a great singer. He was a fantastic singer, and all of us in that period of time grew up with him, loved his music, and then he sort of disappeared, or we all got busy, you know, the world got too busy to notice him, and except for a few people, like Jeff, who tracked him down to the end of the earth to say, hey, you, I want to make a record with you because you're so good.
Yeah, I did that. Because I did sort of do that, trekked to see him. It was an expedition. And about 3 years later, we finally got to do it.
Did you learn anything working with Roy that maybe surprised you? You know, like, wow, I didn't expect this.
Well, you know, everybody's got this impression that he's like, he was all sad, but he was so funny. He was really a funny guy. And he laughed a lot and had a great time, and he was a pleasure to hang out with, you know. He was really great fun. And that was a surprise, really, because I thought he'd be all sad.
I didn't expect him to know all the words to Monty Python's Sit on My Face and Tell Me That You Love Me, which he did. Also, Immanuel Kant was a real pissant and all that. He knew all those things. He knew everything about...
And recited them regularly.
Yeah, he did. He was hysterical, really.
Tom, how about you? Any surprises?
Roy was just a lovely guy. I don't know if I was surprised by it. He was just...
You were just surprised
you were
by
doing
George.
so well, I thought I didn't say anything.
Didn't notice you there.
Yeah. No, I wasn't surprised. I mean, he's just terrific.
When you work with people, as you're all working together now, I think you learn things. What are you all learning from each other? And that...
To go back to being a solo artist.
Yeah, I thought.
That's what I'm learning.
There's no future in groups.
I see. And why is that? Well,
Well, they want all do interviews. You can't get them all in.
Yeah.
Can't get everybody to do the interview. That's great. Tell me about this song, End of the Line, you said was very optimistic. There's all these questions about who wrote what on the album, and you can kind of tell because who's singing, but everybody's singing this song.
You can't tell
You
really
can't
by
tell,
the
they're
singing.
all wrong.
Some of them we said, okay, well, we need somebody to sing this one. Why don't you do it? Because you're, you know, it's suited to you. So you can't really tell.
Yeah, they don't have it figured out nearly as well as they think they do.
So they think they've got it all, but they don't. So tell me about End of the Line. Who wrote it?
I think George came up with the first riff of it, you know, the verse, didn't you?
I wrote that bit, yeah. I wrote the All Right bit under a banyan tree in Hawaii. Because I was thinking, well, we better try and write one that's like a Bob Dylan song. Wrote that bit, and then we made up the rest later, and everybody wrote the words.
So it started as like a Bob Dylan song?
Well, just the, you know, ting, ding, 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 you know, like that.
It seems to me like Traveling Wilburys is really sort of a parody of all of you in a way, too. There are sort of Beatley songs and sort of ELO-y songs. And is that an accurate, I mean, is that intentional? Or?
A parody?
Well, we are who we are, really. You know, we are who we are, and we do what we do, and...
That's probably why. It sounds like that.
But I mean, are you making fun of yourselves a little? I mean, it seems like taking it a little, like a step further. You know, like it's not just...
It isn't really... There's nothing clever about it, really. It's just people who happen to get together because they get on well, and made up a few tunes. Obviously, the influences of each individual tunes, but to do it in a way which isn't all stuffy and conceited, and try and do it, have fun, not worry about the consequences, and that's really all there is to it. While everybody else is out there all being big shots and all selling millions of records and, you know, with their hair permed like us, we just wanted to be simple and write a few tunes and do a record.
And sell millions of them.
I think Tom's going to juggle now.
Oh, go on, Tom.
We're just...
Oh, he's no.
I saw 3 things. I thought maybe...
Why don't you do your trick, Tom?
You have a trick?
It's got a trick you've never seen.
You couldn't afford it.
Oh, okay. So, well, what about the future of the Wilburys? I mean, obviously, the Wilburys has changed immensely. I mean, you know, you can't... There were 5 of you, and now there are 4 of you.
Yeah, but when it started, there wasn't any. And we just sort of picked a few up as we, you know, drove down Ventura Boulevard. I mean, there's many Wilburys out there. As some nice man in the New York Daily News said, the best thing about the Wilburys, apart from their album, is that any decent person could be one. So Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis, they could be Wilburys. Hall and Oates couldn't.
Or Jerry Lewis couldn't be an inner.
Keith Richards a Wilbury, but George Michael isn't.
No.
You know, I mean, it's just, that's some writer's attitude about what is a Wilbury, you know. So, you know, we can have, what was that? Good Wilbury to all
Peace on earth, good Wilbury toward men.
I like that for Christmas time. So what about the film? I mean, there was going to be a Wilburys film, the story of, you know, the brothers. And...
Oh, yeah, we're saving that. It's too good to release at this point in time. We're saving it, you know. There's too much interest in it. We want to wait till the interest dies down a bit.
And then spring it on everybody?
Yeah, spring it on them when they don't know what's happening.
That's great. So obviously, I mean, there's no problem with the Wilburys sort of coming and going as they please. Right?
No, no. In fact, they may even change the name later.
And then would they still be brothers?
Well, if they were the trundling wheelbarrows, they wouldn't be brothers, really. They'd just be sort of things with handles on. It is, you know, it's just a little joke, really. It's just a joke. It's just a bit of fun, a light-hearted, something to lighten up show business, which is so serious. And that's all it is. There's nothing to it, really. It's just amazing that it happened, really.
Are you having a lot of fun with it? I mean, seriously.
Don't we look like we're having a lot of fun?
Yes, you look like you're having a lot of fun. But, you know, you say that about how show business is so serious. But
we were having great fun until you came in here with the interviews.
They're all
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, George. I appreciate that.
Nothing personal.
Oh, right. No, I won't take it.
We've all got a job to do.
I'll just go home and on my belly. Tom, tell us about the solo album that you're working on.
Oh, no.
No? Not going to... Jeff, production? You can...
Production?
Yeah, you're working on it.
I've been real busy, yeah, doing...
Construction, yeah.
Construction and production.
It's building my garage.
I've just finished his garage and we're going to record in it.
It's a really nice one.
Yeah? Yeah? Well,
I did all the
that's
plastering
Two
good.
cars,
and everything.
place
It's
to
really
hang
good.
the hose.
And George?
I'm retiring now. This time, probably for good. I mean, I've retired in the past, and I've made my comeback, and now I'm retiring again.
But you said you never went away. You said
I didn't go away. I just went away from interviews.
Right.
Went and planted a few trees, so I think it's time to do that again now.
That's really... You're not going to do another solo album, or...
I don't... Not at the moment.
What about this? I mean, are you guys going to do a third video, a fourth video, a fifth video? Traveling?
Oh, it depends, really. Supply and demand, really.
If we want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we want it. Tell me about this blend. I mean, the Wilburys you said can be anybody, but these brothers here, these Wilburys here, these trundling wheelbarrows, what makes it work? I mean, what was it that happened on Ventura Boulevard that made this combination?
Well, Tom had this really great underwear on. You know, these black suspenders and stuff, and we thought, hey, we might as well get him in the group. He looks pretty cute.
It's the least I could
Stuff
do.
like that, really.
That's stuff like underwear and suspenders
And having a good time.
and having a good time.
Can you just keep doing that? I mean, is it, you know, you did say show business is serious, and there are lawyers, and there are managers, and that is the reality.
We could go on to nylons from here.
But we don't wear pantyhose.
No.
We hate pantyhose. We like that little bit of skin at the top of the leg.
That's a great line, too. No, what happened? Did we lose the whole...
He's coming out.
So next time there is that.
Don't have him on. He's...
No, I thought you were going to say that about me. Don't have her come out.
Oh, no.
They all fine.
You're on tape now. You're on tape.
Do they use your questions in the interview?
Sometimes.
Or will it be like,
Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't.
it's not going to be that guy with the big hair, is it? The blonde hair. He's really an ass.
I don't know what you mean.
Anyway, it's...
No, I'm too old.
It's very difficult.
Are we speeding?
It's very difficult being interviewed when you're busy working. Especially when you're so concerned about the world and its problems. Only this morning I saw a fire engine crash into 3 motor cars on my way to work. Funny, really, isn't it?
Did you really?
Yes.
So you were talking about, you know, concerns earlier about the rainforest and stuff like that. And that, do you want to say something? Because...
Yeah, what I think is that all those people out there, especially the people who are a bit overweight, should eat more hamburgers so we can chop all the rainforests down, put loads of cows there and kill them so they can eat them, and then concrete over everything and make the world wonderful.
Make it one big burger.
Yeah.
One big hamburger from the traveling Wilburys. Okay, if I could get you guys, would you be willing to do a generic
Tommy
promo?
Libra.
A generic promo
No.
saying who you are and that you're introducing your new video, end of the line. Hi, we're the Traveling Wilburys, and coming up next, end of the line.
Hi. Hi, we're the traveling.
We're the traveling Wilburys.
Traveling Wilburys.
Here's our new video, and it's called End of the
Line.
Line. It's sort of like the architect sketch.
How about Hi, we're the Traveling Wilburys, and coming up next, The Week in Rock?
Oh, that's hard, isn't
Okay,
Lot of them
Hi,
are
we're the
some-
traveling Wilburys, and coming up next.
We can.
it? We can...
Hi, we're the traveling Wilburys.
Coming up next,
The Week in Rock.
It's really serious.
The Week in Rock, yeah.
The
it's-
weakening
is pretty
rock.
weak at this point in time.
Who put
Coming
the
up
Week in
next, rock gets weak.
Week.
Weak.
Okay, they have to go back to work now, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
I have to make a living, you know.
Right. Was that on camera? We were having a good time, so you came in? Yeah, I think it was. That's okay. And TV's not going to use me again. It's all right.
Anyway, Bob says hi.
Great. I need you guys to sign this release.
Oh,